Three, two, one. Hello, and welcome to day 10 of our Coalition to Stop Gun Violence Las Vegas to Pittsburgh virtual GOTV for GVP Tour. My name's Andrew Patrick, and I am so thankful that you're joining us. We are lucky today to have Mike Siegel, who is running for Congress in Texas's 10th district. Mike, I want to thank you so much for being with us.
Right on, Andrew. Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Wonderful. You are running on a very strong gun violence prevention platform, increased funding for federal research of gun violence, a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, to increase the incentives for states to pass ERPOs, states like Texas that don't have extreme risk protection orders. And we just wanted to, you're also running against a member of Congress who has been a gun lobby darling for a long time. Can you tell us a little bit about how you're making this an issue in your campaign and what you hope to accomplish if elected in the next Congress?
Sure, right on. So, I'm running as a former public school teacher and a civil rights lawyer and city attorney, and as someone whose life has been unfortunately profoundly affected by gun violence. I grew up in Oakland, California, a city that in the 1980s experienced a lot of gun violence. And one of my teammates, when I played baseball in high school, was actually killed, unfortunately, in a terrible incident like this. So I've seen how gun violence can tear apart communities and how the proliferation of firearms puts us all at risk. And as a city attorney, we have this ridiculous situation in Texas where there's a race to kind of open up the floodgates of guns to the point where the Attorney General sued the city of Austin to force us to allow guns into City Hall. Like we really want guns when our city council and mayor are making these decisions. So for me, it's been this very personal and important thing to be a part of, to fight against the proliferation of firearms, to also fight against the gun lobby, where basically these arms manufacturers are buying and selling our politicians and disenfranchising voters. I know that Texans, including in this district, want reasonable, common sense gun protections. I mean, 90% plus of Texans want, universal background checks, to close all these loopholes, to have extreme risk protection orders. We don't want these, Uzis and assault rifles and weapons of war on the streets. I mean, these are not things that normal people want, even people who love their right to have firearms. And so to me, the idea that our democracy has been distorted by the influence of the National Rifle Association, that we have Congress people like Michael McCall who get an A rating from the NRA, and they get that rating because they're actually voting against their own constituents and making us less safe, is just obscene. It's a profound problem in our system right now with the takeover of money in politics. And it's going to take a grassroots movement like the one that you're a part of, and really honored to be a part of with you, where we all need to stand up and fight back. And we need to take control of our local political offices, make sure we elect people who actually listen, and basically restore some sanity and bring public safety back to our streets.
That's wonderful. Can you tell our followers and supporters how they can get involved in helping get out the vote in your campaign?
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm actually in a toss-up race. It's extremely tight here in the Texas 10th. The district that goes from Austin to Houston includes a lot of activists, for example, with the Moms Demand Action movement, who are very involved. But if you can spell my name correctly, and I have a couple of signs behind me, Siegel, S-I-E-G-E-L. We have a website, siegelfortexas.org. You can sign up to volunteer. We're making tens of thousands of phone calls every week, and that's going to be the difference. My opponent, he has money from the corporate PACs, from the NRA, but he doesn't have people power. And so if we can reach out to the voters in a major way in the last 5 weeks of this campaign, we can win the seat and send another NRA darling to early retirement, and then you'll have a real representative here from the Texas 10th.
That sounds great. Mike, thank you so much for being with us. Best of luck with your campaign, and please take care and stay safe.
Thanks so much. Keep up the great work, y'all. Appreciate you.